A good greeting from you, to you, at you, with you, on you, from New York City, live in the bowels and the cloaca of Hell's Kitchen, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're varying different types of the date when we begin this because different numbers, different times, different people. Now, tonight, my friend, I'm going to provide you something which we really have not done this before, and I owe it to you. You've seen a lot of people refer to, Erika Kirk, and like I've told you, very soon she'll be done and through and finished. So that's why we have to get to the bottom of this right away before it's too late. But I'm gonna break down her speech, her WLS, Women's Leadership, whatever the hell it's called. Her last speech, and we're gonna look at it incrementally, atomically, in a granular, atomistic way. And we're going to look at this in a way which is nothing short of fascinating. But before we do, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know what form it's going to be, whether it's going to be riot or EMP disaster or something. But you are going to get that warning one time. And you and your family are going to have to leave immediately. Could be anything. Could be a hurricane. Could be something just natural. And you have got to have a bug out bag ready to be used. And you need the best in the business. You can't fool around with this. Guessing what you need. A little banana chips here and some beef jerky. Nay. Listen carefully. This could save your life. When disaster hits, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on what you already prepared. Wildfires, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, blackouts, EMP and grid attacks, riots, disaster. Get it? And when the warning comes, there's no time to search for flashlights or bottled water or first aid supplies while your family waits at the door. That's why My Patriot Supply created the fully stocked bug out bag. You've got to get this. It's a rugged, grab-and-go tactical backpack packed with 60 emergency essentials, including food, water, shelter, fire, starting tools, lighting, first aid, and more. Everything is already packed and ready right out of the box. Keep one in your car, your home, your RV, your office, your cabin, because the emergencies never make appointments. And right now, you can get $100 off plus free shipping for a limited time. So act now. There will be no special invitation in life. Disaster always comes unannounced. Get prepared now. Go to preparewithlionel.com. That's preparewithlionel.com and click the link today. My friends, somebody brilliantly noticed it's Candace every night. What does that mean? Is that a slam? This is she happens to be the biggest story right now versus what? Hezbollah? Would you like to talk about Hezbollah? I don't even know why I read this stuff. It's like, what? Yes. Are you anyway, I don't know. Sometimes it's imprecise. Sometimes it's imprecise writing. I don't know. I don't know what the story is. I don't know how this works. But I want to look and I want to talk to you about something which is very interesting. This is to understand the insanity of TPUSA and Erika. Look at what she has done. 9 months, 9 after that terrible unaliving. You know who has such a great show, great channel, is my good friend Fredo. And Fredo, Daily Fredo. And she edits every word, so help me God. Israel, Netanyahu, what? This is insane that we have to edit out words that are in the news. But let me, if I could, please ask you to see a couple of things here. We're going to be looking at this recent piece where she had the heckler. And I want you to notice this. And we're going to spend some time, and we're going to be, a warning, we're going to be real catty. But we're going to be so analytical, you're going to go crazy. That's right, Davis. Hit that like button. Salve. Salvete. Salvete. Cosque tandem abutere. Catalina. Patientia nostra. Pater noster, quies in Kylie, sanctificator nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua, secret in Kylo, et in terra, panem nostrum quotidiamus, panem nostrum quotidiamus, da nobis hodie. Ego vexillo, unitorum statum Americae acre publicae, quam designat fidelitatem spandio, uni nationi, sub Deo, indivisibili cum libertate atque justitia omnibus. Okay, you got that? Are we okay now? Are we cool? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, get your claws ready. Let's get catty. First of all, Erika Kirk. That's the sexy picture. This is the grieving widow. This is the grieving widow. Let me get rid of those right there. The grieving widow. This is the woman who classifies and classes up her grief, all right? Let us begin, shall we? And I'm going to stop this whenever I want you to notice them. Now wait till the music ends. Now, stop. Look at the crowd. What do you notice about the crowd? Who is the demographic? Who makes up her core? Even a Taylor Swift concert has more diversity. Remember, why are you doing this? Who is the director? This looks like either some kind of like an African Violence Society, or anyway, do you see what I'm saying with this? It's a very, very white, very, very white. And if you're trying to impress people around the whole world, you need to show diversity. See this? Hi. I don't want to bring up the fat part. I don't want to bring up the fact of their corpulence or their adiposity, but what are you going to do? Hi. It's me. Don't you love me? Now listen to the way the music stops and it's so quiet. Watch it. Look at this. Hi. Same people, same angle. You hear that? That means that did you? All of this noise was purely the music and not the actual crowd. One more time. I'm sorry. 4 people. Why is there one camera shot from one angle, one row only? Why? Why is there one? Why? Show different angles. Show the AI it. I don't care, but just show other people different angles. Move the camera around. Not the same 4 people in the same row.
It is so good to see you guys.
It's so good to see you guys. Hey guys. Please. And by the way, a Catholic does not know Latin like that. I speak classical Latin, not church Latin. Okay? Veni vidi vici, not veni vidi vici. Thank you very much, but you're right about this. Hi, guys.
My sweet Gigi doing her little mommy. She's very big with the microphone lately. She takes off of her daddy. So
now, I guess this is before. Okay.
She, with her daddy's little microphone, mini one that she has, she wanted to be able to do my intro. So why not? It's my little voiceover for my intro. So precious, but.
Okay, good. You know what? You mentioned your kid. Thank you. Give her that. And by the way, what about this? What about Charlie's family? Anybody see hide or hair of Charlie's parents and sister? But I digress. You exhale.
So much in my life, just like yours, has changed since I've last been up on this stage.
So much of my life. Well, like yours. Like yours. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you, doll. Hi, guys. So much of my life. Me. Count the me's. Let's do a drinking game, okay? You got it? You got it? You got it? You got it?
With my husband 1 year ago. Who was here last year with us?
4 people.
Who's first time ever coming to Turning Point USA conference? Wow. I love it. Hi, you guys. Hi.
Hi, you guys. Hi. Hi. Hey, guys. What the is this? What is this? What is she, 10? I haven't seen you since last year, since my, my husband was butchered. Dear God. You see what I'm saying? The affect, there's no segue. It's unbelievable. I think they all work for her. Yes, that could be that's right, Colleen. That could be the entire group right there. That's it.
Today is really special for a multitude of reasons, but today marks 14 years, the day that my husband decided to start Turning Point USA.
Okay, good. Good. That's one. You mentioned Charlie once, and you mentioned Turning Point USA. Good. Good. Not you, but wait. You know she can't follow up on that, right? Because remember, she's reading it. She doesn't even have the decency to do a prompter. You need a prompter when you're reading. And I feel that more importantly, the problem with our country is sincerity and being able to speak spontaneously without prompting. Hey guys, there's Bobby. There's Glacier Girl. She's there. Hang on, little Sloopy. Let us continue. Same row.
He saw what was on the horizon for the youth of this nation, and he knew that Turning Point USA would be the solution. And I am so grateful to God that he followed the calling that was on his heart, rather than what the rest of the world probably would have expected a young 18-year-old male to do.
Virgin, a man that I hooked, line and sinker. A man who I got into the Wahito hold, tied him up in pantyhose, and gave him the who shot John and the high hard one. I gave him the Cleveland necktie and gave him a headboard coma. He was 18. He knew nothing till I came along. And I destroyed him with one fell swoop because I am a vixen. Do you hear me? A vixen.
He saw a generation drifting away from faith, away from a sense of purpose.
Aren't you just feeling the words? Aren't you just feeling the words? Isn't she going right into your heart? The way she delivers she's just beautiful. And by the way, if you read the original calling, the original mission statement of it, it has nothing to do with kids. It's about libertarianism, and it's about limited government and Mises and Hayek and Milton Friedman. Okay, remember that one? Imagine her trying to explain this one.
And he wanted to cultivate a space for community, a space that was so needed, especially on college campuses. He was aspiring to win the culture war and to share with everyone the American traditional values that he so deeply cherished.
Laser eyes. Watch.
And we will continue forward with that mission that my husband has entrusted to us.
Also, be on the lookout for this. Here and then here. He's there. I'm talking to you, and he's there. Remember, these are patented Watch them. These are.
I'm so proud of him.
Look at it. Same world. By the way, doesn't it sound like he's still alive? Doesn't it sound serious? And that's good. But doesn't it sound like she doesn't know he's dead, or it's irrelevant? That I'm so proud of him, and that's his message, and that's what TPUSA. How about it, kid? Huh? Do you see what I'm saying? There's still. I don't want her to cry, but there's no. Am I explaining myself well? I don't think I am.
My husband always believed in this event, the Women's Leadership Summit, because he could see young women being sold a vision of life that looked empowering on the surface.
Look at reading it.
But left many of them increasingly dissatisfied underneath. He wanted to create a place for conservative women to connect with like-minded women and be poured into by female voices.
Conservative women who are a part of give her a prompter.
That would talk to them about the sanctity of life, about fiscal responsibility,
and staying home and being a mother and not working, which I am violating. Wait till she gets to the part that says have kids, especially or even if you can't afford them. Remember that one? That's coming up.
About liberty and family. He wanted to create that for all of you. And for the first time, women that are here tonight, thank you for being a part of that special legacy.
How? What are you doing for women? What are you doing? Glacier Girl's got something. Now to your channel. New to your channel, you are fantastic. Thank you, Glacier Girl. What a very kind and a very accurate way of looking at life.
He started. Charlie would often say that feminism.
Oh, this is going to be profound. She's reading this. She didn't write this. She doesn't understand this. Somebody wrote this for her. This is going to be, see, she's smiling at it. See that face? Oh, she's thinking, it's like Bill Maher, who understands that this prompter that he just read for the first time is kind of funny. Watch this. Are you hanging on? Please make sure you're not drinking anything because you're going to spit check this one coming up.
Was about wanting women to become men and eventually not needing men. He watched feminism rear its head.
Very quickly, I'll go back. Does she need men? Seriously, does she need men? Does she need anyone other than an audience and maybe a prompter, which she doesn't use?
On college campuses in a way that was openly hostile to conservative women who were told to reject the very things that make womanhood unique.
Do you feel the conviction in her voice? Do you feel how she so adamantly feels everything she is saying? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Are you moved? Are you?
Things like motherhood is a burden, marriage is a trap.
Well, Charlie, it may have been. It may have been. I tell you what. And motherhood is not a burden because I don't know if she even takes care of her kids. You think she's got any nannies? Well, she's got nannies and au pairs and the like. Probably not Charlie's parents because grandparents are the most important people around. The most important.
Or motherhood is something that should be stalled or not even experienced at all.
Don't stall it. You don't have, see, I can do that because I got $100 million, whatever insurance policy. And we lived in a compound. I don't have to worry about anything. So I don't have to stall motherhood now. Some people have to do it because believe it or not, I know it sounds crazy, but they're doing it not to be mean. They just want to make sure that they don't live in squalor, something you don't understand.
In a woman's life, while also pushing the narrative that men are the enemy and that having no one in your life is a strength.
I know this is important. What, are people really saying this? I know a few are, but is when she walked and perambulated terra firma, is this what she came up with, or her script writer?
But we weren't created to be alone.
Yes.
Scripture reminds us that men and women were designed to depend on one another, to support one another, to build together.
You see this? This is all about trying to sell it with the sincerity, with the look, and the pause, and the smiles, all the while looking down on this. Because scripture says, I don't know which scripture, I don't know. But we are here because in order for us to prosper as a humanity, we must, whatever.
That is God's design for us.
Yes.
At its core, feminism is a worldview that treats many of the things that make women uniquely women.
I don't want to be, I keep stopping it. Do you think, who is saying the word feminism? What is this, Maud? Who is using the term feminism? Seriously. I know it's spoken of sometimes, but really, is that top of mind vernacular? Is that part of our argot?
As obstacles to overcome rather than divine gifts to embrace. This worldview results in a culture where womanhood is viewed as a competing force against manhood rather than something that is complementary.
I got to tell you something right now. Being a trial lawyer, I've said that one of my things I want to do is to be able to persuade a jury, not explain it. I've been to driving school. I've been to a driving school. You need to get a speeding ticket to go to driving school, where the instructor was more impassioned about stop signs. Even the way she's reading this, she's not phoning it in. There's nothing. This is a woman who has been wanting to be on TV and an actress and in pageants her whole life. Don't you think she'd be a little bit better? Is she selling anything? Do you hear people there will be interrupted with, I think, a heckler, but do you see anybody? Do you see the crowd stopping, moved? Do you think, do people right now say, I'm sure glad I'm here. I've never heard her quite like this before. You've heard her exactly like this before. It's one speech, one speed, one version.
As women in today's world, we are blessed with far more choices than any other generation.
Okay.
Any other generation in history, we have far more choices.
Are you hearing this? I don't want to make fun of a speech, being a stutterer, but it's a little bit, it's not sibilance. Choices. Are you hearing this? It's driving me crazy. It's driving me nuts. It's like listening to Jenna Bush in a weird way.
But why is that having all those choices is now leaving us with far less clarity about who we are?
What?
And what we are created for.
Who we are and what we were created for and where we are. Succubus versus incubus. Thank you. Who we are and where we are. The choices have left us with the ability to understand and to grasp the notion that we being here with choices, with a number of alternatives ad seriatim, we are provided with more opportunities to select than we did before. But those choices do not necessarily impart goodness or health or are good. You could have bad choices. You could have a choice, a series of poisons. You see, that is what she is saying. Oh, sure, it's monotonous, it's monotonal, it's insipid, it's saccharine, it's anodyne, it's worthless, it's vapid, it is void, it is desiccated, it is devoid of any vivacity whatsoever, but you're missing the point. Damn it, don't you understand? This is Erika Kirk, and she is the voice of a generation.
So truly, the question that's actually facing modern women today isn't so much a rhetorical question of, is this all there is?
Oh, Peggy Lee, is that all there is? Is that all there is, my friend? So let's go dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If at all. Livia says, Erika, the anti-candidate. The anti-Candace. Yes, yes. By the way, when is our girl coming back? When is she coming back? When can we lay eyes on her? I hope she's coming back soon, Lordy. I hope she's coming back. Tell us all. I hope she brings pictures. Anyway, back to Miss Excitement here. Here we go.
Is this all there is to life?
Is this it? Huh? Is this it? I'm doing something right now. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And these women are like this. What the hell? You're right. I think somebody said about, I think they work for TPUSA.
It's actually a deeper, more thoughtful question.
What is the question? Is there are we seriously? Who is having a question? Do women, ladies, have you ever said, is there more to life? I mean, doesn't everybody at some particular point of your development ask yourself the existential threat question? Is this what it's supposed to be? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Is there, yeah, it's not that profound. It's kind of like a no duh, or I think the word is no shite. Listen to her. She's given this a great amount of talk, and the crowd is riveted. They are horripilating. They are their parts of their body are tumescent and turgid, like little erasers. Bing! Hairs are standing up. Horripilation. We are riveted by the movement, by the countenance, by the affect, by the demeanor, by her mien, M-I-E-N, the gravity.
It's a moral and a spiritual one.
Not one. Have you heard any clapping? You could hear a fish fart. There is absolutely no activity whatsoever. None.
What life's vision will you pursue?
Oh my God. Somebody shoot me. Just do me maybe it's a bad phrase. I don't mean to say that. But somebody right now, seriously. Here's my lint brush. Maybe I can bludgeon myself here. Maybe I can crush my temporal lobe and then eventually hit the limbic system, or maybe perhaps the corpus cavernosa, or no, corpus cavernosa. That's in the gonads. How about the corpus callosum? Maybe I can redirect my energy and remove myself from this insipidity which I'm being forced to adhere to and to endure. Jesus, please make this stop, dear Lord. Make this stop.
Freedom without responsibility is reckless.
Freedom, oh, freedom. That's just, hang on. Wouldn't that be great if all of a sudden, if I said, let me wait to the right moment. Freedom without responsibility is reckless. Oh, sorry about that. Heads up, fire in the hole, hit the deck. Sorry about that, EK. Sorry about that. I had a nacho before, the little breakfast burrito. Let me tell you, whoa, I'm a little gaseous today. Sorry about that. Please don't let my flatulence in any way, impart a resonance that is contrary to your method and your message. Thank you. Zamet says, Erika is giving phony a bad name. That's the best one ever. Please, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
It endangers the very fabric of our society.
Ooh, fabric.
And alternatively, when both men and women in society faithfully carry their responsibilities with integrity and honor, that's how societies flourish.
Really? I did not know that. Did you? I did not know that. Wow. Wow. If this was a Friday night Alcoholics Anonymous speaker meeting, there'd be people looking for a drink. Freddie Haddad, this is your best one ever, my friend. Listen to the pauses.
And how great civilizations are sustained. Each wave of feminism.
Can't even say it. You ought to bring your kids in and say, now, Toby, I told you, if you keep pulling your sister's hair, I'm going to make you listen to Crazy Eyes speech with headphones on for hours on end. You understand me? No, Mama, no. You're going to let your sister alone? Yes. Not that crazy lady. Not the lady with the eyes. not the feminism speech. Please, I'm sorry. Brian says, could have made a fortune telling TPUSA pillows. Yes, hemorrhoid pillows. I just thought I threw that one in there. Here we go. More coming up.
Wave of feminism and the judgment of culture, analyzing women down to an ideology completely overcomplicates something so simple
and
beautiful as womanhood.
Of which I am the embodiment of this. I am the exemplar. I am the standard. I am the pole star. I am the bellwether. I am the not only the simulacrum, oh nay, I am the exemplar. I am the standard, the gold standard. I am the state of the art in femininity, the distaff moiety of humanity.
If an ideology leaves people lonelier,
yes,
resentful, confused, and weaker than before,
not a good ideology. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's not a good ideology if it makes you feel weaker. I'm just saying, EK, just saying.
Then perhaps it is time to question whether that ideology.
She got lost there for a second. It's time for us to question the meaning. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is actually serving the people it's claiming to empower.
Okay, fair enough.
As women, we are made for obligations that are greater than ourselves. It's in our
of which she, by the way, has totally and completely abnegated.
Our DNA. I feel it every day. I know that you guys do too.
I feel that every day. When I say goodbye to my kids and I get into my SUV and I go to A-Lo to buy yoga pants, I say goodbye, Gigi, is it? GAS and the boy. See ya. I'm going to be back later. Don't call me. I'll call you.
And that's why it's nearly impossible to find satisfaction in this world when you are relentlessly focused on what you can get versus what you can contribute. Therefore, I encourage you this weekend.
Hang on a second. Where is Kamala when you need a better word salad? Yes, when you need verbal incontinence. You are so right. Now, here's what she said. This is the ask. Listen to this.
Whenever you have a moment, take pen to paper. Don't write it on your phone.
Don't write it on your phone. Pen to paper. Pen, la pluma, paper. Here we go. You ready for this?
And really pray about this.
And pray about this. With your pen and your paper in your hand, start praying.
Write down what your virtues are.
Write down what your virtues are. What would you say? What would you say? Esoterica? I'm now taking notes. What are your virtues? Mine is perspicacity. I'm languid.
Write them down.
How many? Is there a particular number?
Maybe it's the love of truth.
The love of truth. Truth without tact is dangerous, is rudeness. Truth that without a filter could be problematic. It could be, believe it or not, it could be defamatory. It could be a lot of things. Be careful with that truth business.
Maybe it's humility.
Maybe, sure, yeah.
Maybe it's honesty.
Maybe it's honesty.
Fidelity,
courage. These are great names for banks. First Fidelity, Liberty Savings and Trust.
Maybe it's self-sacrifice.
Maybe it's Oh, and nobody envisages and exemplifies self-sacrifice more than Erika. Nobody. Her whole life is one big sacrifice. No hedonism, no self-reference, no looking out for me. It is complete and total self-sacrifice, unmitigated.
but write them down.
Write them. Do you hear me? Don't make me say this again. And don't put them on your phone. And don't put them on a sticky note. Or don't put them on your. Don't tattoo them. Don't put them on the fridge. I want them right now. Maybe a nice piece of parchment. Maybe something. Maybe a nice note card. Use a fountain pen. Give it a little sense of panache.
And whatever they are, invest in them.
Invest, even though they make no sense and are at a third grade level. Damn it, invest in them.
Uphold them.
And uphold them. You wrote them, you uphold them.
Fortify them.
Fortify them. Also, what if you wrote down sexiness? I'm a sexy girl. I'm saucy. I'm sassy. I'm naughty. Uphold them.
Have those virtues
Yes.
be the lens that you love your spouse through.
Have them be the lens that you love your spouse through. And by the way, attraction, lust has no place in this whatsoever. Just these weird kind of like these grandiloquent references to fidelity, bravery, and never contumacity, but perspicacity by all means.
That you're a mother by, that you sow into your community, and
Yes.
you steward your family's legacy.
Can you imagine her? She's stewarding her family's legacy. You probably thought she's just jumping around here with the gold thing and the crying. Oh no. She is stewarding the family's legacy. Not Charlie. She is.
Those virtues are so important.
So important. Notice the concomitant exhalation. So important. It's also the whisper. Make sure you write that down. And please don't lose that note. Keep it in a safe place. Maybe put it in a Ziploc bag. That's what you need to do. Put it in a Ziploc bag because it could get wet and the ink will run.
And when you set out to pursue God's vision for your life, know that He will show up.
He will. And show him the list. Show him the list. Hang on. Who is it? I'll tell you who it is. It's just Suze. Suze, thank you. Or Susie, depending upon if it's a lower silent E or a long E.
He will provide.
Yes.
And He will honor your obedience to His.
Unless he doesn't. There are people in the bowels of poverty and squalor that he apparently does not have on his agenda. Just saying.
Calling. The world has a tendency to overcomplicate the most beautiful and simple things in this world.
And when it comes to simple, I'm it.
But to the women in this room who are Christian,
and for those of you who are not, you will burn in the lake of fire. And if you have not been saved, you will spend eternity screaming and howling in the lake of fire, and your own fears will be drowned out by the plaintive hectoring and screams of your fellow hell inhabitants. Thank you so much. You are hilarious, Lionel. She is word salading her breathy way through nonsensical pablum. You are correct. And they wrote this for her. They wrote this for her. Did you hear what I said? She's not winging it. They handed this to her. Somebody said, I think this is good. Look down. She says, now where was I? Did I mention the paper thing? I did. I got that? Okay, good.
it's actually quite simple.
It is simple. She likes the word simple. Because as you know me, I like simple. Easy to understand and easy to do.
The world will say your life belongs to you.
Now, we're not here, basically, excuse me, Erika. How's Charlie's? Are we close to getting his killer? Do we know anything about that? How are the kids? What is his Love the philosophy. Love this. Last time I heard this, it was on a placemat at a diner. It had the various states of the. Have you ever pulled off an interstate? Like there's one like Clifton, New Jersey. No stigma, a town of hate. Not hate of love. You know what I mean? What is, pray tell, the purpose of this? And listen, not a sound from the crowd.
It does not. Your life belongs to Christ.
It belongs to Christ. And if you are Jewish, you also will burn in the. Christ owns you. Finally. Same world.
And once you understand that, so many of the questions.
See, it picked up her speed a little bit. Look, let me explain something. She should have no problem, whatever. This is a Christian organization, and that's what Christians believe, and that's what you should say. But remember one thing. When you are trying to bring people into your tent, think a little more ecumenical. Just saying. Just saying. You might want to think about that. Just
that the culture bombards you with will be answered.
Yes.
Because when your life belongs to Christ,
yes,
your purpose is no longer self-fulfillment. It's just not. It's a totally different focus.
If you are not with Christ, your goal is self-fulfillment. If you are a citizen, a child of Christ, self-fulfillment now should be of no concern to you. I think somewhere Christ might be saying, no, we can work on this simultaneously, concomitantly. You can enjoy a certain degree of self-fulfillment and not a selfish self-fulfillment, but you can certainly supplement your life with my teachings, my belief, my you know what I'm saying? I don't know who wrote this. This is not the message you're getting. I understand what she's trying to say, but this is not it. You can most certainly enjoy self-fulfillment and be a fulfilled Christian simultaneously. It's not either or.
It's greater. It's more rewarding.
Then
it positions you to be on a path that God meant for you.
Okay, all right. Look who it is, my friend. It's Plano Man. This Plano Man, who is that? Plano, Texas. I thank you for that very much. And Jacqueline Cook writes, Lionel, you should check out the latest post from Anna Escobar regarding flight data. It is unreal. Take care. All the best from upstate New York. Thank you. I shall. And I thank you for your incredible kindness. And now, back to inanity.
And what I've learned is that you don't get to choose the season of life that you're in.
She's always telling you what you don't do. You don't control this. You don't control this. You want to be a Christian? Good. No self-fulfillment. You have no say. Surrender. You are a nullity. You're like an NPC character. Just, do you think this woman knows anything about surrendering herself, her image, her perspective to anything other than herself?
You never will be able to. But you do get to choose how you show up for it.
I don't know what that means.
Every single day. When your feet touch the ground, you do get to choose.
Huh?
Even if it takes everything in you.
To be on the feet on the ground?
To just say, God, give me grace.
Give me grace?
You choose that.
Okay. When your feet hit the ground, give me grace. Okay. I kind of know what she's saying, I think.
And it's important to remember that happiness comes and goes.
Oh. Now, by the way, think about this. Think of this woman, the exemplar of this. What does she know? By what stretch of the imagination does she become imbued in such sagacity, such profound wisdom? At what point, through what mechanism does she speak with such self imposed certainty?
It is so fleeting.
Isn't she, doesn't she, aren't you feeling great right now? Don't you feel happiness is fleeting? Oh, for God's sakes, when your feet hit the ground, ask for grace. Don't try to be self-fulfillment. Now with Christianity, nope. Wait a minute. Hold it. Stop. Wait a minute. Please, Erika.
But the joy of the Lord withstands all.
Wait a minute. Hold it now. Wait a minute. Wait. What? Wait a minute. This was not in the script. This was at the 10-minute and 56 mark. By the way, so far, this is 10 minutes and 56 minutes. Let us go back. Watch the reaction. Now, one thing I will say, and I'm being deadly serious here, and you listen to me now. When I hear somebody yelling, her security staff should have been on that front, on that desk, on that stage, because somebody may have been saying this a la John Wilkes Booth, sic semper tyrannis. If somebody's going to stand up and scream, where was her security? I am dead serious. I am not kidding you. I would have gotten her off the stage. I don't know who this person is. I don't know if anybody, if the White House Correspondents' Dinner cannot prevent somebody from bringing in weapons who was there days in advance, she, the TPUSA, their security staff should be meeting immediately and saying, why was she not immediately taken off the stage? And why was this person who screamed immediately surrounded by the biggest, burliest security staff around? Do I have to remind you of what we've been through? And this makes me think other stuff I don't want to think. Is it because maybe this was part of the script? Let's pick it up again.
Meant for you. And what I've learned is that you don't get to choose the season of life that you're in.
Here we
You
go.
never will be able to. But you do get to choose how you show up for it. Every single day.
Okay, here we go.
When your feet touch the ground, you do get to choose. Even if it takes everything in you to just say, God, give me grace. You choose that.
Get ready.
And it's important to remember that happiness comes and goes. It is so
5,
fleeting.
4, 3,
But the joy
2,
of the Lord
1.
withstands all.
Erika Kirk protects pedophiles! Erika Kirk protects pedophiles!
It's important to remember that happiness comes and goes, and I pray that you find it.
Now that was actually good. That was very, very good. That was very, very good. Where's the security? Where is the security? I think these people are trying to get their feeling back into their legs. You see this person removed by security? You see teams moving this person?
That's an important moment. Love you guys.
I don't know what they're saying.
That's an important moment because that just showed duty to faithfulness gives life meaning.
Now, see, this is also something which we need to address. Somebody somewhere should have said, Erika, in the event somebody speaks, you must address it. You can't ignore it. And how you're going to address it is you're going to say something very simple. Colleen, by the way, says, something told that girl, if this gets worse, yell something. Somebody told that girl, if this gets worse, yell something. You know, you are, wait a minute. You are terrible. You are evil. And I love you for that. If something gets worse, yell something. Okay, stop. Number one, security. Where was it? I don't know. Number two, she should have been off that stage. Number three, why don't we have some kind of a barrier up there? Why don't we have some? I'm sorry. If she is insisting upon speaking, I would have had some kind of a shield or poly, whatever it is, some ballistics grade barrier there, because this is what, 9 months ago? And also what everybody says. Erika, whenever you're out, don't continue reading this speech. It makes it look as though you don't know where you are, or you're trying to just rush through the speech, or you're not paying attention, or whatever. I don't know. If it ever happens, you say, no, wait. Everyone has the right to speak, even if it is rude, and even if it is inappropriate, and even if it is not based on fact. God bless you. And make you something like that. You know this is going to happen. Number two, I don't know what the pedophile thing is. I don't understand this thing. I got to be honest with you. First of all, you could say a lot about her. But that, I don't think, of course, it's basis. Somebody's yelling this out. But do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? That security group, those security people should have absolutely, positively been removed constantly. They need to. This is the most important thing in the world. She has to be protected. Okay, I have said enough about that. This is very problematic for me.
And we must pray for our enemies and those that do not feel like their life has meaning. And that's a perfect example of that. A perfect example. You pray for your enemies. You pray for those that persecute you.
Same role.
That's not the enemy. We know who the real enemy is.
Who is the enemy?
God bless you. Thank you. I have one person I listen to. I got you.
I thought that was the end. Didn't you? Didn't you think that was it? Was it right? Thank you. God bless you. Good night, Cleveland. Good night. Anyway.
But God's mercy for me during this season has been a blessing filled with faithful women who have surrounded me, who have come up alongside me, who have prayed for me, who have prayed with me, who've walked alongside one of the hardest moments of my life, pouring.
Hang on a minute. Doctora Latina says she is protecting PDF files like the preacher who was under accusation and is still speaking on behalf of TPUSA. Yes. And there was that, remember that case? Remember our dear friend Nisi, or Nissi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it Nisi, who brought up the alleged improper communications with a 15-year-old. I don't know. Remember this one a while back? That one was just kind of put into the black hole of never mind. So again, I don't like this word being used with such ubiquity as it is, but fair enough.
Into me, reminding me to always look towards God. So again, in all of this, you have a choice as to which path you take in life. You can be a woman of the world, as we just saw, or you can be a woman
Wait. She's a woman of the world? Isn't a woman of the world a good thing? Last time I checked, that woman who screamed, I guess, is a woman of the world. I think that's what she's referring to.
Woman of the word.
I'm sorry. My haste truncated that thought.
But God's mercy for me during this season has been a blessing filled with faithful women who have surrounded me, who have come up alongside me, who have prayed for me, who have prayed with me, who've walked alongside one of the hardest moments of my life, pouring into me, reminding me to always look towards God.
Me.
So again, in all of this, you have a choice as to which path you take in life. You can be a woman of the world, as we just saw, or you can be a woman of the word.
Ooh, play on words. Word, world. Same row.
That choice is yours. Which path will you choose? I pray she chooses the right one. Eternity's long.
Yes. That was good. He didn't even know the joke. He just realized
There will be a day, 10 to 15 years from now, when my children will look back on this season of life
and say, Mommy, who are you?
that us three are going through.
We don't know you,
And
Mommy.
they won't remember it fully because they're so young.
And they won't remember who you are
But
either.
they will see everything. They will see how this world talked about their father, their mother, even themselves. They will be able to read every headline, every accusation, every lie.
Mm-hmm.
And my prayer is their focus isn't on all that noise, but rather on how their mother showed up and how she handled it.
Oh, and how she didn't handle it and how she wasn't there. How she wasn't there. And how she violated Daddy's one ultimatum, and that was that women and Christian mothers and wives should be home with their kids. Donovan says, Barron just took AK down over a recent X tweet. Uh-oh. Don't mess with the Baron. You know, when I hear Baron, this is so weird. I always think of Baron Trump. I'm thinking, what the hell is he doing? And they go, oh, no, I'm sorry. Don't mess with the Baron. Don't mess with the Baron. Same row. One camera. Two cameras. This is the worst stagecraft.
I pray God's wisdom will prevail and they will be able to see the difference in how you can respond to situations that are completely out of your control. I want them to see how you can remain gracious when people are deeply unkind.
See, this is about me. It's about me. About how I've been through. I put up with this bullshit. I was the one who put up with this. And I hope people are as smart as I am and as strong as I am, because I did it. Me. I, my kids. Has she mentioned anything about Turning Point USA? About what we have to do? Has she given you a takeaway, an ask, a tell? And I want you to go out and you to spread the holy word. And no, nothing.
How you can remain composed and prioritize what matters most in the most chaotic situations.
Like I did.
How you can still persevere carrying the cross that God has asked you to carry.
Like I did.
And it doesn't turn you bitter.
Oh, she's not bitter.
How you can rise above it all when you surrender your life to Christ, knowing the greatest freedom in the world is belonging to God.
Oh no, by the way, she's not bitter. Remember those eyes? Stop. Remember the crazy eyes? She's not bitter. How many times has she said me? What message? What message to others? Women about feminism and sexuality. What? There are women who sometimes, some of these people, if they are truly off the street, or people who are, some of them have to work two jobs. Some of them are single mothers. They don't have the luxury of having a 10 or 50 or whatever, this insurance policy, living to take. I'll bet you anything she took a Gulfstream 4, a private jet to this. And by the way, remember, she was also the one who, when she went to University of Georgia, she said, I don't want to go up because the crowd's not big enough. And by the way, this particular crowd is not exactly a Stones concert either.
And knowing that you never have to prove yourself to anybody in this world. Only God. That's all that matters. So every woman in this room is building something.
Huh?
We're all at different points in our life, different seasons. But you're building something.
What are you building?
Your habits, your family, your future, your values,
Family.
your character. You're building that. So again, I'll ask you, what type of woman do you want to be? Whatever you choose, just know that those actions and the action of choosing itself is a deliberate thing. Have more babies than you can afford.
I hate that. I hate that. She thinks that's so clever. Have more babies
It
than you
begins with
can
an intention to
afford.
do right, even at a cost.
That's
And over
that's
time, it settles into
horrible.
one and forms character, a fixed disposition that radiates through actions. Every choice made for a good reason makes a good mark in your soul. Every choice made for a bad reason makes a bad mark in your soul. And one day,
What?
all of this,
Here we go. The whisper.
all of this,
All this. What?
this life,
What?
every win,
Yeah.
every
Every-
loss,
Yes.
the criticism,
That I went through.
the
That I went.
heartbreak, the joy,
Right.
the sorrow,
All of it. What?
it'll all be reduced to dust.
Hey, good news.
But what you etched in your soul remains forever.
Wait. What?
So build a life that can survive eternity.
What?
Welcome to the Women's Leadership Summit.
Oh, here we go.
We're so grateful. God bless you all.
Here comes the music. Okay. Here we go. Same row. Here's the music. Okay, now, here's the question. How long do you think that was? We've been on an hour. I've been on an hour and 2 minutes. How long do you think all that was? 17 minutes. What's your reaction? Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. My friends, first, I'm going to say again that the how do I say this? The security was most problematic. Did you see how many people walked behind her? Who is that man with the camera? Do you think they're thoroughly vetted? I'll bet they're not. And for those of you who think I'm just pouring out all the hate for her, I'm concerned about her safety. And there was another person on stage right. This is scary stuff. They don't learn these people because they're children. And remember, this is the only, if they better protect her, because if something happens to her, there is absolutely nothing. Next. This is somebody who has the most infantile understanding about the holy word of Jesus and the Bible and love. It should be exciting, contributory, empowering. You want to walk out. When you walk, how do you think they felt when they walked? Did they go out and say, I want to do great. Let's go to church. Let's read the Bible. Yes. Let's write that note down or whatever it is. How do you think so? Gran Torino says the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But in the meantime, ain't we got fun? Thank you so much. Excellent. Excellent. Do you think that's what people went? Do you think when they walked out, they felt invigorated? This was the most funereal, lugubrious, sad, morose message. It was horrid. Horrid. Is this the word of God? Would you go to a preacher who talked like that? No matter what you do, your success, your accomplishments, your love, your family, what you put, it's all dust. Now, I understand that somebody's got to tell her, honey, stay away from the prophecy. You're killing them. You are killing them. What was the goal when she walked back? Do you think those phone lines were lighting up? You think the donor said, that you knocked it out of the park? What was the purpose of that? She doesn't know. And it's more than just being stupid. She's disconnected. She's almost like she's just so out of her league, so not just stupid, she just is culturally, independently, emotionally, intellectually disconnected. What was the goal? Somebody should say, now listen, you're going to go out and you're going to bring all those people and you're going to say, we need your help. I need you to carry on with Charlie's legacy. I want you to find out and get a hold of a chapter and ask, how can you help? We need you. We need your wisdom. Ladies, what you've been through, your wisdom, your knowledge, your pride, your experience, your holiness, your grace. You are the backbone of this. All of you, make them feel great. You are mothers and wives, and even if you are not, or you were at one point, you hold a special place. I mean, just you want them to walk. I bet you they're walking, like somebody said, most of these people are probably working there, but you know their heads are down, they're sullen. Do you feel good? Would you go to a church where your preacher or the homily or the sermon was that? It was like she read some chat GPT bad term paper on, it's like, when you have to sit through high school valedictorian speeches, they're the worst. They're absolutely the worst. You know what I mean, right? These terrible, terrible, today, the future, you gotta sit there. I gotta get the hell out of here. This is what this was. If any of those Colvettes or Mikeys or whoever these people were, if that board of directors is not saying, do we just throw in the towel now or do we wait? And I don't know anything about the PDF file accusation. I don't know who this person was. Nothing really came of it, though. I don't know. Zamed says, what leadership? Firework. Oh, what leadership without fireworks and sparklers? You're right. You're right about that. By the way, you know what's interesting? And I thank you, by the way. You know what's interesting? I was listening before to Maureen Callahan, who was terrific. Oh, by the way, Hysteria was the name of this YouTube channel. Very leftist women, but brilliant. Brilliant. Great writers. Anyway. Megan Kelly said, I don't know what Candace thinks about, no, it was a Candace. Yeah, Candace, what she thinks about, Erika. And I'm a big fan. And I'm thinking, you are such a sellout. I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't hate her. I don't hate anybody. It's not about hate. And how you can sit there, Megan Kelly, and not miss the fact that there is not an ounce, an atom, a speck, an ort, a neutrino, a graviton. There is there is nothing in her that even remotely insinuates sincerity, authenticity. How can you say this? I swear to you, I've heard people at a DMV office calling out numbers, B15, who have more sincerity than this. They took Charlie out. They took a young man and they set him up. You almost want to say, God, there's nothing you could have done. You knew what was happening. And, not to be in any way disrespectful, but it's almost like Jesus saying, yep, that's what happened to me. They set me up. Look what happened to me. Look what happened to the guy. What happened? What do we have to show for Charlie? What? Nothing. The goal should have been that night to try to keep this, to tell women to absolutely have the power. And by the way, ladies, I'm speaking to you now because there's a lot of ladies in the house, and the ladies, if I had to give a speech to you, I would not give it to you as though you don't know what it is. Zaman says, Guantanamo just replaced waterboarding for a loop of this speech. Yes, I've often used that joke, right? Amnesty International perhaps would put the skids down. But anyway, and thank you. Ladies, I would never say you are, first of all, you know what you are. You know about your biology. You know of how you have had, rumors have it, there's this story that you might have been a part of motherhood. You need me to tell you this? Ladies, you probably don't know this, but y'all have a uterus. See? And that uterus is also called the womb. Funny, it ends in MB, like comb. Like tomb. Like dumb. Well, no. Anywho. And y'all are special. And also they make women, and this is what drives me crazy, they make women sound like, and there's nothing wrong with this, you're the mothers and you're the housekeepers. Like, no. Wait. If you want to be, that's a glorious and a proud position. But if you don't want to be, you can be anything you want. You are just as good and just as powerful and just as smart as a man. That kind of thing. But it was this idea, and you have this cheerleader, Miss Arizona, this pageant ditz who's giving you people these. Even God would say, "What? I never said that." Yeah, God, don't you understand about you put your feet on the ground and you got grace? What? What does that mean? You're asking me? I don't know what the hell that is. By the way, interesting enough, grace is a very interesting concept. I've always heard about the state of grace. And that's why you should not have lay people given a damn. I would never, ever disrespect any faith by daring to give you a Cliff Notes version or some ChatGPT kind of an overview of what God is. And Jesus is somehow, you give up self-fulfillment. I don't even know what the hell I don't even know what that means. Somewhere Jesus says, whoa, wait, I know. But you made these people. Oh, no, God, you did it. This is your handiwork. This is free will. Okay. Live with it, buddy. Think how I feel. And I'm not even a man of the cloth. I think I have a better understanding than most people do about this. See, one of the things is they tend to Disneyfy God, and they start thinking about God, and they start praying to God before they hit a baseball, and they pray, and this has got to end. So, my friends, tell me something. Didn't you, despite everything, didn't you love this? Didn't you love this? Didn't you? Didn't you? Did you not enjoy providing my indictment, my bill of particulars, my review of this. You thought you knew this, now didn't you? You thought you knew what she said, now didn't you? You never knew it was like that, now did you? Oh, that's what I do. I explain the muck, the mire, the fetid, the feculent, the rotting, the otiose, the torpid, the rigid, the my woozoo. Look at my woozoo going on back here. Oh, it was wonderful. And you know what? We're gonna do this again. Who cares what Erika Kirk says? Who cares? Shut up. Blow it out your ass. That's the best you can do. My God. This is one of those things every day I would have in my government class. I would have, this would be in every textbook. I'm saying, this is a woman that you're trying to use this. Never give a speech like this. Never. When you're trying a case and you're speaking to the jury, I've got to persuade you. You've got to say, yeah, yeah. When did anybody say tonight, yeah, yeah? As opposed to, how many people said, what? You put the feet on the ground and the grace. You want to persuade. Simple message. Do I have your commitment? Do I have your commitment that you are not going to let Charlie's dream fail? Do I have your word? I need you. Remember the case of Tip O'Neill. Tip O'Neill is he is misquoted as having said all politics is local. He didn't say that. His father said that because he lost his first election. And when he went, his father said, son, you didn't ask these people for anything. All politics is local. Whenever you remember this, it's the ask. What do you want? When you go to court and you ask for something, you file a motion. I'm asking something. It's you move the court. Your Honor, comes now the defendant by and through his undersigned attorney. We move this honorable court. We move. I'm asking you. What did she ask? What did she ask? What did she ask? What did she ask? By the way, did you know that it was Tip O'Neill? No. The idea, what was her ask? What was her ask? What did she get from those people? She made a speech about herself. That was a vanity appearance. It was just about her. She was talking about how great she was, about how much she's been through, what she's doing, how great she is. She's fantastic and she's great. What did she ask? What was it that asked? What was the moment? What was the thing that she asked for? What was the thing that she asked people? What? What did she ask people? What was it that she asked everybody there? What was it? You got a couple of, hey guys, that was about it. What was the moment? What was it? Nothing. When they left, they were, she didn't even ask for money. She asked them to have more. Yeah, Dr. Latina said, they asked her to have more babies than they could not afford. I don't understand that. That is the most irresponsible nonsense. So you could put babies into not foster care and child. It's just, she is. Look, here's my message. Erika, for the love of God, go away. This isn't for you. Look, there's a lot of things that I can't do. I can't be in the NBA. Why? I'm too old, of course. And I'm not 8 feet tall. There's certain things I can't do. I do some things I think pretty well. But most things in life, I don't do well. That's why the key to life, when you put your feet on the ground and ask for grace, is to make sure that you don't punch above your weight. You don't get ahead of the skis. You make sure you realize, what is it that I can do? And whoever it was who said that public speaking is your thing, you never once thought about getting any kind of training, did you? You never once thought about saying, I'm gonna work on this. Never. One of the funniest things, Maureen Callahan was talking about this. Jenna Bush cannot pronounce words. Her enunciation, her elocution is awful. And elocution is not what happens with the electric chair either. And she was asking somebody, I think it was Halle Berry, what is your biggest ick? Biggest ick, I-C-K, something that's icky. She was saying, what is your biggest ick? Your biggest dick. And it sounded like biggest dick. And they were laughing, and she didn't know what, it was this. And it was somebody I think who should have done a little bit better. And maybe they did it on purpose. I have no idea. But you've got to realize why there are some things that people are great. Some people are great, great, great speakers. Bill Clinton used to be good. Trump wasn't a great public speaker. They just loved him. Ronald Reagan was superb. They talk about John Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you. That's a speaker. Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a day. That's a great speaker? No. That's stentorian or whatever it is. Ronald Reagan. What was the purpose of that? What was the purpose of that? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Remember when years ago, this is a charity. Did you ever watch, were any of you folks old enough to remember the Jerry Lewis telethon? Do you remember that one? Remember that? You ask charity. You ask somebody. How do you ask somebody to give you money? How do you do that? What is it? And you think about it ahead of time. And one of the things that's the most important, as I said before when I mentioned tip oatmeal, is to say, I need you. I need you. I would have had a picture of Charlie, not a picture of me and Charlie, a picture of Charlie. I would have talked about statistics. When Charlie started, we had only four different chapters of TPUSA. And now we have 10,000. And we have this and that. And we were able to and we have scholarships, and we do this, and we have changed. And out of our kids, we have a graduation rate that's 75%. I would have talked nothing but these people. Most of these people in that group are very, very devout. There are more people right now who are devout Christians who know more about the Bible than I ever do. And I'm not going to tell you and lecture you about how you should commune with God. I'm not going to do that. This woman, she thinks she can do whatever she wants just by saying it, because she believes she is so imbued, so blessed, so saturated by and with and dripping with this clarity and pellucidity and limpidity and the ability to speak and to convey ideas and to engage. She is delusional. She wasted her time. She's a joke. You want me to say it? She's a joke. And so is that TPUSA. I would have fired whoever it was. That woman, I would have had her off that stage. And if for no other reason, I would have reminded her that she is next on the hit parade. And maybe it'll cause a lot of this negativity, because there are people who just hate her, not for any particular reason. And I don't hate her. There's some serious stuff. I could give you 20 things. I guarantee you none of those idiots are talking about. Why? Because they're children. They're children. And they're not very smart, and they haven't lived, and they don't know what they're doing. They feel that because, I don't know, after a period of time, maybe you get a free jet rides, you think you know something. They don't know anything. This is a very complicated world right now. Very complicated. What's also interesting is how it kind of works together. It's very interconnected, and it's very synergistic. This affects this and this. But let me just say something. Enough for that. I had a blast. I've been talking to you for about an hour and a half, an hour and 25 minutes. And you people, you are the best. The best. Now be honest with me. You didn't know this, did you? People have to spend some time and give you the opportunity to hear this. Yeah, I can tell you what it means. Yeah. But it takes a little time. You didn't know this, did you? You didn't know this. By the way, one time, Jerry Lewis was on, he was co-hosting for Johnny Carson. He said, Jerry, I just want to say that we are so pleased and so proud of you with your work with multiple sclerosis. I'll never forget that. And he said, thanks. He's not going to correct them. Tell your friends about this, my friend. Tell your friends that we just had an exercise in truth. Please like this video. I'm asking you, like this video. Like it. Like it now. I need the likes, the likes, the likes, the likes. That's all these people care about are the likes. Hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. Please, I ask. Subscribe. I need you to subscribe. I need new subscribers. I don't know what happens, but sometimes I think they're working against me. I should be at 25 million by now, but that's okay. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. But with you, your help, see, I need you. This is the ask. I need you. I need your help. And for those of you who are kind enough to provide your hard-earned money, thank you for this. Thank you. That is so, words escape me. Imagine that. And you've been so kind to my wife. At Lynn's Warriors, please subscribe to her on YouTube and the like. And to all my women, all my ladies, Lano's ladies, the angels, not Charlie's angels, Lano's, Lenny. They call me one time Lenny. Do you listen to that, Lenny? Grandpa, uncle, I don't care what it is. But you have honored me. You have honored me with your respect. And I'm not going to let you down. I'm telling you. Because let's face it. There's nobody that does what I do. And you know why? You know why I say that? Because I don't even know what the hell it is that I do. So how can there be somebody else? All right, my friends, I love you. Happy Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow. You are wonderful. Sleep tight. And to all of our great friends, we're going to start earlier during the day to get our UK friends. I'm trying to take everything into account. And by the way, very, very soon, our girl Candace is going to be back, and we cannot wait to welcome her back with open arms. I am so proud of her. I am so proud of her. And I feel like I'm related. But if I was related, I would be beaming what she has done through her intellect and her determination. And George, bless his heart. All right, my friends, have a great and glorious day. Until tomorrow. Remember, monkey's dead. Show's over, sue ya. Ta-ta.